Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. I give you infinite thanks for being here, for your presence, your likes, and your beautiful comments. You are the master of your future and the one who builds it. Take what you want to manifest to the universe, or if you feel it applies to you, and let go of the rest. Don't worry, Aquarius, let it pass, let it go. This is a general reading that you can watch whenever you wish. If you want, you can also complement it with your rising sign or moon sign, Aquarius, whichever you prefer. Let's channel and receive messages from your guides, masters, or ancestors according to what you are manifesting, thinking, or feeling. Aquarius, your reading is full of progress energy. It seems that the decisions you are making right now will be successful. I see here that there are people who will accompany you on a trip or, in some cases, I see two people very close to you who will be visiting you. I see some short vacations for a few days, or in other cases, as I mentioned, just visits. The fact of moving from one place to another indicates that your routine will show movement, you will not be stagnant in one place. There is a strong tendency towards this, and if you are planning it, too. If you say, look, I have to go to another place in the coming days, I have at least planned a trip, or in other cases, it's out of obligation, a responsibility that requires travel. It's very likely that this trip will be successful. There is a lot of protection for travel, meaning while you are traveling, it's very likely things will go well, especially if it's a land journey. It appears with the car, so it looks quite good. Now, the car also signifies determination. Logically, it's an arcane showing a lot of autonomy and self-sufficiency. So, I see with this that the things you are doing or need to do in the coming days, stemming from your inventiveness or intent, or in other cases what you are currently taking charge of that represents you, will likely turn out very well. The cards show that what makes you successful is your emotional confidence in achieving things. There is a significant strengthening of your self-esteem, which makes you advance. The King of Cups is an archetypal arcane, speaking regardless of whether you are a man or a woman, interpreting it as a state of the soul, so to speak, an emotional state. Here it is well accompanied by these other two cards and shows a lot of emotional stability, indicating that you feel capable of doing the things you propose, having great faith in yourself deep down. Now, there is also a sign that repeats in your cards, and I feel this sign will be important for you. You will encounter it, or in other cases, it's a sign that will be on your side or influence you positively in one way or another, which is the sign of Cancer. I see this sign very positively. In some cases, it might mean receiving news from this type of person with the Cancer sign who hold you dearly in their hearts. As I mentioned, something pending with a person of this sign could end successfully. The sign of Capricorn also appears. These are some of the signs I see at the moment. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands, or Rods, as your friendly arcane. These cards invite you to move, Aquarius. They invite you to go for the next thing when you feel stagnant or bored with something. It's time to stop, make a variation, rest, or in other cases, the cards tell you not to give up. The cards urge you to keep fighting for what you want, indicating movement forward. You may not be overthinking things right now, approaching them from a very practical standpoint, which is quite good. The Three of Wands shows these inevitable movements, the things that must be done. It is very likely you will be doing something you consider necessary at this point. There is a clear path to achieve things because sometimes we want to reach our goals but can't due to obstacles, delays, or setbacks. In this case, what you have in your favor is that the next step you will take has a high probability of being accomplished without any problem. Let's draw more cards to see what else we have, Aquarius, to see what else comes up for you. Aquarius, it could be that you will visit a place you really like, perhaps discovering a new place that you enjoy. You have a lot of court cards, indicating that your social life will be extremely active. Wow, this is quite intriguing. I will draw one last card. Here you appear as the Knight of Cups. Aquarius, your reading has something magical. This is quite unusual, because I read the cards a lot, every day. When I'm not posting readings on the channel, I'm practicing or studying the cards, and this is something atypical. It really caught my attention because you have the King of Swords, the Queen of the Page of Swords, like a family, the court family of swords. Generally, the page can be interpreted as the apprentice of the king, or in some decks, the page is seen as the prince or princess, part of the royal lineage. In some decks, the page is the squire, not necessarily representing their child, but in some decks, it's interpreted that way. The point is, this is a happy family here. It's not strange because it can't happen, but it's rare to see the father, mother, and child together like this. Several circumstances here are very good because the card of the Palace of Cups also shows a sweet, peaceful home, and the Knight of Cups indicates a lot of understanding and empathy from people who care about you deeply. You will have an excellent atmosphere at home, and also more time with loved ones, getting to know them better. Often, we live with people, but don't really know them well, or there are topics we never discuss because we don't ask or there isn't time. You will have more time to get to know even those you live with every day better. You will discover something more about your partner, if you have one, or about a child. There's a very positive sense of excellent coexistence with your partner or child, depending on your family structure. If you are single, one of these court figures represents you, and the other is likely a family member or someone you trust deeply, with whom you will see progress in small projects or plans that bring you joy. I see people very similar to you, Aquarius, spending time with other Aquarians, or people from Libra or Gemini. Air signs are very active in your reading. As mentioned, Cancer and Capricorn signs also appear repeatedly. These are undoubtedly people who will visit, understand, and listen to you. Positive news from people of these signs is also likely, indicating a very interesting social life as you will gather with those. Sometimes, during specific times of the year, we reunite with important people. It seems an important gathering with those who matter greatly to you is coming, even if geographic distance or busy schedules have made it difficult recently. A warm and peaceful atmosphere is in the cards for you, with excellent, positive news from people sharing your sign or the signs mentioned, indicating very good social interactions. Let's draw 3 more cards to see what else appears concretely for you, Aquarius. Let's see what else comes up: 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, or Rods. I'll draw one more card out of curiosity about the 8 of Swords that appeared, but I almost have this figured out. The 7 of Swords raises doubts, so one final card: Ace of Cups. Aquarius, I also see that your social environment is very active. It's possible that people important to you will reappear, and there are quite a few of them. That's something undeniable in your cards. They are not people who you dislike, they are good people, family, friends. There is a lot of contact with people. But when this happens, routines often change, right? When you have visitors at home, go out with friends, and do other social things, the routine changes because people demand a lot of time. So, it's possible that's where the discomfort lies a bit. Notice that there's an 8 of Swords here, and I feel the cards are talking a bit about you. Because these court cards have been appearing from the beginning, I feel like I drew these cards to understand specific situations or circumstances for you. I see you will be fine and happy. You have a 9 of Cups, which is also a social card showing parties and joy. The only issue is a bit of discomfort because you can't do your usual activities, and you might have to give up some of your privacy. This could be because you are staying somewhere else. These are small discomforts that often arise when one is away from home or their belongings. Or, of course, sometimes when people visit our home or we start going out more often, people also demand much of our attention. These are the types of things I see here. But I don't feel it's anything catastrophic or significant, it's manageable. They are basic sacrifices one is willing to make to reunite with loved ones. The 2 of Pentacles or Coins speaks of dancing and partying. Despite some uncomfortable circumstances, you will have a great time. I see music, dancing, and more outings. The 4 of Wands again marks a friendly, good atmosphere at home. The 7 of Swords indicates secrets being revealed or confessed. I see people telling you things because they trust you a lot.